God says, I've just cleared a major debt from your future, but you need to know why. Listen for exactly 7 seconds today, or you'll miss the real reason your ex finally knows they messed up. Don't skip this. What took place between you and your past was never normal. I'm telling you this. The person who broke up with you has now realized a truth they tried to hide. Now they can see that you have something special on you that is safe and marked by my presence. And the truth of that is really shaking them. Keep reading because what I'm about to say will show you why your pain was worth it and how it is now being made right. If you think it's true, type 11. I want you to understand that what they did was more than just hurting your feelings or betraying you on the surface. It was a bigger breach of what I put inside you. They messed up something holy. They showed no respect for what was picked. They left without thinking about what would happen. But I saw every word, action, and moment where they talked about your heart like it was nothing special. Even though it was what they did was wrong in a spiritual way. Not because you're perfect, but because you are different in ways they didn't understand at the time. Please don't scroll past this moment because what you are hearing has the power to make you stronger and heal your peace. Please take a moment to like this video. By agreeing with this truth, you're letting something bigger into your life. I'm not just telling you what happened again. I'm telling you what's changing behind the scenes right now. Their realization is not a fluke. This is the first step in a correction that I'm making. They thought of you as just another part of their lives and someone they could leave behind without thinking twice. But now they are remembering things in a different way. They are beginning to understand the worth they missed, the trust they broke, and the peace they shattered. They are not the only ones who have come to that conclusion. I'm stirring it up because I won't let what is mine be permanently dishonored. They are being made aware of the truth which is heavy for them to carry. It made you feel lost when it was over because you gave from a real and deep place. Even though you were honest, cared about, and ready to build something real, you were met with disrespect and inconsistency that didn't show how valuable you are. This showed that they couldn't see what was right in front of them. They can see things clearly now, but it's not a good feeling if you believe in God. Type 1. I am lifting something off your shoulders right now because you have carried questions that were never yours to hold. You wondered what you did wrong, where you fell short, why things shifted the way they did. But the truth is, you were placed in that situation to reveal what was hidden in them, not to be diminished by it. You were a mirror and they could not handle the reflection of truth that came through your presence. Their actions created a disruption. But I am turning that disruption into a redirection for you. Where they caused confusion, I am bringing clarity. Where they caused pain, I am planting strength. Where they walked away, I am preparing something that will recognize and honor what you carry. Your story doesn't end here. It is the moment where I begin to realign everything in your favor. They now feel the absence of what you brought into their life. They feel the quiet where your presence once gave warmth and they cannot replace it because what you carried was not ordinary energy. It was something I placed inside you. They tried to move forward without understanding. But now understanding is catching up to them. That realization is part of the consequence and it is also part of your release. You are not meant to go back. You are meant to move forward with a deeper awareness of who you are. I am showing you that you are chosen not in a distant way but in a very real and present way. Your heart, your resilience, your ability to love even after being hurt. All of it carries a mark that cannot be erased. That is why what happened affected you so deeply, because it touched something sacred. I am restoring your sense of identity right now. You are not someone who was rejected. You are someone who was redirected. You are not someone who lost. You are someone who was protected from continuing in a place that could not sustain what you carry. The pain you felt was real, but it was not pointless. It was part of a process that is now leading you into something better. They are looking back with a different perspective, and that perspective is heavy because it comes with regret. They see now that they were given something rare and they did not treat it with care. That realization is not something you need to chase or respond to. It is something I am handling because I am the one who brings balance where there has been imbalance. You are stepping into a season where your value will be recognized without you having. You are stepping into connections that will not question your worth or take your presence lightly. What you went through has prepared you to receive something that aligns with who you truly are. This is not about revenge. It is about restoration. I am telling you to release what no longer belongs to you. Release the need for answers from them. Release the weight of what they did. Release the attachment to what could have been. What is ahead of you is greater than what is greater than, and I am guiding you into that direction step by step. You are not alone in this, and you have never been abandoned. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. What they did may have felt like a spiritual violation, but I am turning it into a spiritual elevation for you. You are rising from this with more clarity, more strength, and more awareness of your worth. You are not ordinary, and you were never meant to be treated as if you were. That truth is now being revealed on every side. And it is setting you free in ways you did not expect. That shift is not accidental. It is the result of me restoring what was disturbed and rebuilding what was shaken. You are not the same person who walked through that pain. And that change is evidence that I was within you all along. If you believe in Jesus, type 777. There was a time when you questioned your own value because of how they treated you. And that question weighed on your heart more than you realized. You replayed conversations, moments, and choices trying to understand what went wrong. But I am telling you now that what broke was never your worth. It was their ability to recognize it. You were standing in truth while they were operating from confusion. And that difference created a disconnect that could not be sustained. Now their awareness is catching up, and it is bringing a kind of discomfort they can escape. They are seeing the consistency you had, clear's throat, the loyalty you carried, and the peace you brought. And they are realizing that those things are not easily found. This realization is not just a passing thought. It is something that is settling deep within them, causing reflection they cannot ignore. That is part of the correction that is taking place, and it is happening without you needing to intervene. I am also working within you to remove the last traces of doubt that tried to settle in your mind. You are no longer meant to question whether you were enough. Because the truth is, you were more than enough for what was placed before you. The problem was not your capacity to love. It was their capacity to receive and honor it. As you accept this truth, you are stepping into a place of freedom that cannot be taken from you again. There is a calmness beginning to replace the restlessness you once felt. And that calmness is a sign that you are aligning with the truth of who you are. You are no longer chasing closure, because I am giving you clarity that goes beyond what any conversation could provide. This clarity is not loud or forceful. It is steady and certain, and it is guiding you forward without confusion. You are learning to trust this inner peace, and that trust is strengthening your path to claim miracles. Type 1212. What they did created a moment that felt like a spiritual offense, but I am transforming that moment into a turning point for your growth. You are gaining discernment that will protect you in ways you did not have before. You are seeing patterns more clearly, recognizing intentions more quickly, and understanding your own boundaries with greater confidence. This is part of the elevation that comes after the disruption, and it is preparing you for what is ahead. You may feel moments where the past tries to surface again, bringing memories that once held emotional weight. When that happens, remember that those moments no longer have power over you the way they once did. You are not revisiting them to relive the pain. You are seeing them from a place of strength and awareness. This is how healing takes shape. Not by forgetting, but by understanding without being can happen. They are still processing their realization. And it is not a simple or quick process for them. The weight of what they overlooked is settling in, and it is causing them to see things they once ignored. They are recognizing the difference between what is temporary and what is meaningful. And they are beginning to understand that they let go of something that carried real depth. That understanding is part of their journey. But it is not your responsibility to manage or respond to it. You are moving into a space where your presence will be valued without hesitation. The connections that are forming ahead of you will not require you to prove your worth or question your place. You will be met with recognition, respect, and a sense of mutual understanding that feels natural and steady. This is the alignment I am bringing into your life, and it is rooted in truth, not uncertainty. I am also strengthening your sense of self so that you no longer shrink to fit into spaces that cannot hold you. You are learning to stand fully in who you are without adjusting your light to make others comfortable. This is not about becoming distant or guarded. It is about becoming clear and grounded in your identity. When you stand in that clarity, you attract what aligns and release what does not without struggle. There is a restoration taking place that goes beyond what you expected. It is not just about emotional healing. It is about rebuilding your confidence, your peace, and your ability to trust again. This restoration is happening layer by layer, and each step is bringing you closer to feel whole and steady. You are not rushing this process because what is being built is meant to last. What you experienced has given you a deeper understanding of what you truly deserve. You are no longer willing to accept inconsistency, dishonor, or uncertainty. In the same way, this awareness is not making you hard. It is making you wise. You are carrying lessons that will guide your choices and protect your heart moving forward. I am reminding you again that you are not ordinary and that truth is becoming more visible with each passing moment. You carry something that cannot be easily explained, but it can be deeply felt by those who encounter you. That presence is a reflection of what I have placed within you, and it is meant to be recognized and respected. When it is not, I intervene in ways that bring things back into alignment. What's with this 7-second CIA ritual going around everywhere so quickly? Recent CIA leaks have shown a powerful brain ritual that brings in money right away. This short technique is quickly changing people's lives and has been proven to work by 4 neuroscience labs. From a lot of debt to a dream vacation. This could help you get what you want. If you're seeing this, count yourself lucky because the page might go away soon before it takes down. Click the link in the description and comments. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COEF community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, "This is not history. It is a living promise about your future." Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You are not being left behind while others move forward. You are being positioned for something that matches your depth and your purpose. The waiting you experienced was not empty. It was a time of preparation and refinement. Now you are stepping into a season where what has been built within you will begin to meet what has been prepared for you. This meeting will feel different because it will carry a sense of rightness that you cannot ignore. There were moments when you felt unseen, when your effort, your love, and your sincerity were not acknowledged in the way they deserved. That feeling created a weight inside you, a question that lingered about whether you were asking for too much or expecting too much. But I am telling you now that what you offered was not excessive. It was genuine and it deserved to be met with the same level of care. The imbalance you experienced was not a reflection of your value. It was a reflection of their limitation. You are now stepping into a deeper awareness of what it means to be aligned with truth. You are noticing that you no longer chase validation the way you once did because you are beginning to feel secure within yourself. This security is not built on external approval. It is built on the understanding that you are already seen and known by me. That awareness is grounding you in a way that cannot be easily disturbed. The one who walked away is still facing the realization of what they mishandled. And that realization continues to unfold in layers. They are seeing the contrast between what they had and what they encounter now. And that contrast is clear to them. They are recognizing that what you carried was rare not because of perfection but because of authenticity and depth. This understanding is not something they can easily ignore, and it is shaping their perspectives they did not expect. You are not required to respond to their realization, and you are not required to reopen what has already been closed. What you are required to do is continue moving forward with the clarity that has been given to you. Your path is not about revisiting what has already served its purpose. It is about stepping into what is now being prepared for you. That preparation is already in motion and it is aligning with who you are becoming. Type 555 to affirm there is a healing taking place in areas of your heart that you did not even realize were affected. It is quiet, but it is real and it is steady. You are finding yourself reacting differently, thinking differently, and feeling a sense of peace that was not there before. This is not a short-term change. It is a lasting change that is reshaping how you experience your own life. You are also becoming more aware of your boundaries, and that awareness is helping you protect your peace. You are no longer allowing others to step into your life without clarity of intention or respect for what you carry. This is not about shutting people out. It is about honoring yourself in a way that you may not have done before. When you honor yourself, you create space for others to do the same. The pain you experienced tried to convince you that something was wrong with you. But that was never the truth. What you went through revealed something that needed to be seen both in you and in them. It revealed your capacity to love deeply, and it revealed their inability to handle that depth at the time. Now that truth is clear and it is freeing you from the weight of misunderstanding. I am also guiding you into a deeper trust in my timing. You may have felt that things ended too soon or without the closure you expected, but there was a purpose in that timing. I was protecting you from continuing in a space that could not grow with you. I was redirecting you towards something that would not only meet you where you are but grow with you as you continue to evolve. You are not starting over from a place of loss. You are continuing from a place of growth. Everything you have experienced has added to your understanding, your strength, and your clarity. You are carrying lessons that will guide you in ways that prevent you from repeating the same patterns. This is how transformation works. Not by erasing the past, but by learning from it and moving with wisdom. The one who hurt you is now seeing the consequences of their actions, and that realization is part of their own process. It is not something you need to witness or engage with. You are not responsible for their understanding, and you are not responsible for their growth. What you are responsible for is your own path, and that path is moving forward with purpose. You are being positioned for connections that will reflect the same level of sincerity that bring. These connections will not feel confusing or uncertain. They will feel steady and clear. You will not have to question where you stand because it will be evident in the way you are treated. This is the alignment I am bringing into your life, and it is rooted in truth and respect. There is also a renewal of hope happening within you even if you do not fully recognize it yet. You are beginning to believe again that something good is ahead, that something meaningful is possible. This belief is not based on what you see around you. It is based on what you feel within you. That feeling is being strengthened by me, and it is guiding you toward what is meant for you. You are not alone in this process. Even when it feels quiet or uncertain, I am present in every step, in every shift, and in every moment where you feel something changing within you. You are being led with intention, and nothing you have experienced is being wasted. Everything is being used to shape something that is greater than what you have known before. What happened to you may have felt like a spiritual offense, but it is now becoming a spiritual awakening. You are seeing yourself more clearly, understanding your worth more deeply, and stepping into a level of awareness that cannot be taken from you. This is not just recovery. It is elevation. You are rising into a version of yourself that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. That clarity is freeing you from the weight of misinterpretation. And it is allowing you to stand in your truth without hesitation. What once felt confusing is now becoming simple. And what once felt heavy is now becoming lighter. Type 1010. If you walk by faith, could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that helps people who are having trouble? A secret CIA finding reveals a one-of-a-kind 7-second exercise that automatically sets off brain waves that attract money. This simple home ritual is helping people who are having trouble live the lives of their dreams. And it's backed by science and 4 top labs. This page might not stay up, though. Don't forget to click the link in the description and comments before it goes away. There was a time when you felt like you had to prove your worth, like you had to show more, give, and be more just to be seen and valued. That pressure created a quiet exhaustion inside you. One that you carried even when you tried to stay strong. But I am removing that pressure from you now because you were never meant to earn what should have been recognized naturally. Your value is not something that needs to be negotiated. It is something that stands on its own. The person who failed to see that is now facing the reality of what they overlook. They are beginning to understand that what you brought into their life was not replaceable. It was not something that could be easily found again or recreated with someone else. That understanding is settling in their thoughts and it is creating a reflection they cannot escape. You may feel a sense of distance from what once affected you deeply, and that distance is a sign of healing. You are no longer reacting from the same place because you are no longer the same person. You are carrying a strength that comes from experience, and that strength is guiding how you hear everything around you. This is growth not just in thought but in presence. To ask for peace. Type 333. There is also a shift happening in how you view relationships and connections. You are becoming more intentional, more aware, and more aligned with what truly matters to you. You are no longer willing to settle for inconsistency or uncertainty because you have learned what those things feel like. This awareness is helping you choose differently, and those choices are leading you into healthier and more stable connections. I am also reminding you that what you carry is not something that everyone will understand, and that is not a flaw. It is a sign that you are not meant to be in every space or with every person. You are meant to be where you are valued, where your presence is recognized, and where your heart is treated with care. This understanding is protecting you from placing yourself in situations that do not align with who you are. The realization that your past has come to is not meant to pull you backward. It is meant to confirm what you are moving away from. It is a closing chapter, not an invitation to reopen something that has already served its purpose. You are not being called to revisit what has ended. You are being called to continue forward with clarity and confidence. There is a strengthening happening within you that is preparing you for what is next. You are becoming more grounded in your decisions, more certain in your direction, and more connected to your own sense of peace. This strengthening is not sudden. It is building over time, and it is becoming a part of who you are. You are also beginning to trust yourself in a way that you may not have before. You are listening to your intuition, paying attention to your feelings, and honoring your own boundaries. This trust is creating a sense of stability within you, one that does not depend on external validation. It is coming from within, and it is being supported by me every step of the way. The one who hurt you is learning lessons that are necessary for their own growth. But those lessons are not yours to manage. You are not responsible for their understanding or their healing. You are responsible for your own path. And that path is leading you towards something that aligns with your truth. There is also a sense of renewal beginning to take shape in your life. It may come in small ways at first, in moments of peace, in new opportunities, or in connections that feel different from what you have known. These moments are signs that something new is forming, something that is aligned with the person you coming. You are not meant to carry the past as a burden. You are meant to carry it as wisdom. Every experience has added to your understanding, and that understanding is guiding you forward. You are not starting from the beginning. You are continuing from a place of growth and awareness. I am guiding you into a space where your presence will be appreciated, where your effort will be matched, and where your heart will be respected. This space is not far from you. It is already being prepared. You are being positioned to step into it at the right time in the right way. What you experienced may have felt like a disruption, but it is now becoming a redirection. You are being led away from what could not sustain you and toward what will support your growth. It's not a loss. It is a transition. And it is one that is working in your favor. You are not alone in this journey. Even in moments where it feels quiet or uncertain, I am present in every step, guiding you, supporting you, and leading you forward. You are not moving without direction. You are moving with purpose. What happened to you did not diminish your worth. It revealed your strength. It showed you what you are capable of, what you deserve, and what you are no longer willing to accept. This is clarity, and it is something that cannot be taken from you. Type 888 to receive clarity. There was a time when your heart carried the weight of unanswered questions, and those questions tried to pull you back into a place of doubt. You wanted to understand why someone who once felt close could act in a way that felt distant and careless. But I am showing you now that not every action comes from understanding, and not every decision comes from clarity. Sometimes people act from their own confusion, and that confusion creates harm they do not fully recognize in the moment. Could a secret CIA find explain why so many people are living in style all of a sudden? Secret CIA research has come to light, showing a way to use your brain to attract money that seems almost like magic. It's easy, quick, and can be done at home. For neuroscience labs back it up. Right now, people are getting out of debt and living in style. But this information it goes away. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you" on this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens. You are no longer bound to that confusion. You are stepping out of it, and you are seeing things for what they truly are. You are recognizing that what you gave was real, and that what you experienced was a reflection of their inability to handle that reality. This understanding is freeing you from the need to search for answers in places that cannot provide them. Type 666 to claim restoration. There is a restoration happening within you that goes deeper than surface healing. It is reaching into the parts of you that felt overlooked, misunderstood, and dismissed. It is rebuilding your confidence, your sense of self, and your ability to trust again. This restoration is not rushed. It is steady and intentional. And it is shaping you into someone who stands firmly in their truth. You are also becoming more aware of the kind of energy you allow into your life. You are no longer opening your heart without discernment. And you are no longer ignoring the signs that once went unnoticed. This awareness is protecting you, and it is guiding you toward connections that align with who you are. You are learning that peace is not something you have to chase. It is something you create by choosing what and who you allow into your space. The one who hurt you is still facing the reality of what they did. And that reality is not easy for them to carry. They are seeing the difference between what they had and what they have now. And that difference is clear. They are realizing that what you brought into their life was not ordinary. And that realization is creating a weight they cannot ignore. This is not something you need to witness, but it is something that is unfolding. Nonetheless, you are not meant to return to what has already shown you its limitations. You are meant to move forward with the understanding that you deserve more than what was given to you in the past. This understanding is not making you distant. It is making you aware. You are learning to choose what aligns with your values, your peace, and your purpose. There is a shift happening in your life that is preparing you for something new. It may not be fully visible yet, but it is forming beneath the surface. You may feel it in small ways, in moments of calm, in new opportunities, or in a sense of hope that is quietly returning. These are signs that something is changing, and that change is leading you toward something. You are not being left behind while others move forward. You are being positioned for something that matches your depth and your truth. The timing of your life is not delayed. It is being aligned. What is coming to you will meet you where you are, and it will grow with you as you continue to evolve. I am guiding you into a place where your presence will be valued without question. You will not have to explain your worth or prove your intentions. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truthy. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.